Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe.
Hey everyone, Kenny Tony coming at you again with another quick video. So what we're going to be doing is, I think we're going to be going out here in a little bit, picking up another project. So don't want to get too excited because you know how these things fall through with different people, but I kind of made a deal on another little toy. If you're seeing this footage, I've gotten a toy. If you haven't seen the footage, you have no toy to be thinking about. So what we're going to do is go ahead and get these wheels loaded up into the back of the car, back of the truck, and some lug nuts, handlebars, and a couple bolts. And we're going to go look at this project and pick this project up. So here are the wheels. Whole shot ITP. These are 20 by 18s, probably a little bit too full. And these are the Maxxis fronts, the Razor front tires. A little bit probably same overfilled for these, but these are going to do well for the project that I'm going to be working on. And as you've seen here, this is my test wheel. So when I have different ideas of things that I'm going to do with my wheels, I'll test them out on these. If it comes out looking good, I'll go ahead and run it. If it comes out looking like crap, I won't even go with that route. So we're going to go ahead and get these loaded into the back of the truck and get a couple nuts and bolts and be done with it. So yes, I did state mistakenly car. We're going to get these wheels loaded up into the back of the truck. Yes, I love this truck. 2018 F-150 XLT Lightning Blue 3.5 EcoBoost 6-inch lift, rough country Vertex suspension all over it, sitting on fuel contras 22 by 10s with a negative 19 offset, 285 55 22 Nitto Terra Grappler G2s. But let's get back to quad stuff. So let's get back at it. Everything that I'm seeing from the pictures of the quad show that I have everything that I need to get it into the back of the truck. So I have wheels. Obviously it doesn't have wheels. I have handlebars. It may or may not have handlebars. The picture showed them just like dangling, so I'm assuming it just doesn't have clamps. I bought clamps, the 4 bolts for the handlebars, and then just to put 2 lug nuts on each wheel so we can get it into the back of the truck. Besides that, we're going to get it home, look over it, see what we look like we need to replace, and then that's just going to be our starting point. I guess it's going to be time for some travels here soon. Whew, so all the driving is officially over for right now. A little bright out here. See if I can let my forehead and face relax, because you want to do that. But anyways, let's see what we got in the back. Now let's get it out. Boom. So here we go. This is the project that we just picked up. Let's see what we can get done with it. It's not actually going to be a machine that I'm going to build or do anything crazy to. I already have a Raptor 250 for that. Get it running, and then we'll sell it. If what I see that's problematic so far, there's no starter. There's no starter here. I'm going to go ahead and check to see what the starter gears look like. That goes there for their fuel filter. There's no fuel filter box. Some of the wiring looks a bit crazy. The chain is rusted, so it's going to get a new chain and sprockets. Actually, the sprocket doesn't look too bad, so we're going to get a new chain and we're going to do some powder coating. I'm going to leave the frame as it is. I'm just going to pressure wash it real good and see what we can turn out with that. It does have a good vent up around there. I'm going to get rid of that junk skid plate. going to repowder the front A-arms, make them look a lot cleaner than they are. Take off these shock covers, kind of get some plastic there. The handlebars are just really sitting there. It looks like they put fat bars on it. Put them fat bars. We're going to actually take that off and use that on my daughter's quad. Then we're going to put her handlebars back on here. Oh yeah, let me show you a picture of what this looked like when I picked it up. So what you're seeing here is just what $500 got me. No wheels or anything. Sitting there on blocks. So when I went to the person's house to get it, I had already had wheels and tires, and I asked them if they can give me the 10 minutes to put tires on it, wheels on it, so I can get it to the back of my truck. And they had no problem with that. Overall, I don't think this is going to be work. Everything seems to be here. Bearings seem to be tight everywhere. Basically, I'm just going to take this thing apart and do some powder coating and make it look a hell of a lot better. Then after we get that done, we're going to put this back together, and then I'm going to sell it. One of the things that's going to make this a lot easier is this. Here is the Raptor 250 that I had already reconditioned. That was kind of in a little bit better shape than this one, but it was kind of still the same. If you don't think that the width is anything different, take a look at how narrow that looks. And then you make that front 6 inches wider. And then the rear is wide as well. But overall, we're not doing any of that to this machine here. We're just, like I said, going to get it back in good, solid working condition. And what's going to make it easier is donor bikes. So I can test the CDI and the rectifier and different parts by placing them on this bike to make it get started first. Those are going to be huge conveniences when it comes down to getting this done. So some things that I see initially that I'm going to go ahead and put on my list are I'm going to need new bushings for the front, because these bushings are always junk. As you see, they have so much play in them. You know, I might actually figure something out with that. New bushings. I'm going to get a new front bumper. Got to get that nose piece that goes here. I have handlebars. It looks like the electric switches over here are not there. I think I do have a brake already, brake levers. No airbox, no airbox lid. Looks like this has been cut to put a bigger battery in there, but we can work with that to get it secured. Doesn't have a carburetor, doesn't have a starter. Going to need a new chain. Everything else I think we can work with. And as I say, the sitting here, this machine back there just looks phenomenal compared. Alright everyone, so this pretty much concludes the video. What we're going to be doing is just taking this $500 Raptor that I bought and needs some love from TLC. And we'll see if we can get it back. Not being like this, but somewhere in the middle to where it looks a lot better and it runs and it's completely sound. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And make sure to keep your eye open for more upcoming videos.